Welcome back. Fuck, I clapped. To Idiot's Guide 4. So far we've had an introduction. We've spoken about support bands. I can't remember the other one, what that was even about. No, it's gone. Which shows how much progress I'm actually making here. And that's what I wanted this one to do. Because obviously the point of this was that we're bringing out an album. And by the point of you watching this, we may have announced, probably not, the actual date for the release, which is the end of August. And I realised that it's June now. We're 21 days into June. And I've still got a shitload to do. I thought just announcing things meant it went away and it got me closer. You know, I could say, it took ages to find support acts, but I literally had nothing to do with that really, apart from being sent them and went, those ones. So, like any good band leader, I have a list of shit that I'm supposed to be doing. And so with 2 months to go, I haven't yet announced the release date because there's a thing now that I've seen, and the label Off Yer Rocka did it, or Heavy Rocka did it on the single Lunatics by the Pool, that they do this link tree thing where you can pre-save the song, and in this case the album, and it's like, what does all this mean? I'm actually waiting to talk to them hopefully tonight, because I'm like, do they do that? I don't know. How do you they've got the tracks, presumably they put them up. So I don't know how any of this pre-order, pre-save bollocks works. I've never done it before. I'll probably update you and let you know how it's going. But I remember like pre-ordering or pre-saving to me is just the same as like when I used to stand out the front of Our Price waiting for the new Beach Boys record to come out or something. Queuing used to be pre-saving, didn't it? Fuck knows. But yeah, so there's that. But that seems like it would be simple. Then I realised that we took care of the vinyl, $2,500 later. But it's raining money. But a really good quality and actually a very affordable price. With my deal, which is great. I'm lucky to have that help. So I spent all my time making sure, because it takes so long to get vinyl made, like months, and with the pandemic and Europe and all this nonsense, like what would have been, 2 or 3 months is now 6 months. Or we looked into it before, and it's always taken ages, obviously, because it's hard to produce vinyl. So I put loads of my efforts and resources into making sure we got that done, and then totally forgot about the CDs. So it wasn't long ago, I got an email saying, how are we with the CDs? Which at this point I totally forgot to pay for still. So that helps. And then I was like, yeah, they'll be with you tomorrow. All the stuff. And then I realised, shit, I hadn't even got Andy Porter to really start any of this yet. I don't know what I've been doing. I've been sat in a hot tub and I've been fighting with my cat, but I forgot the CDs. So they're being rushed out because I had to supply all the lyrics. I wanted to put my lyrics in because they're so fucking true. And I wanted to put my lyrics and everything. And I had to write them all down. And they're all on bits of paper. Like I've got a book somewhere that's held together with gaffer tape. It's just got random words in it. Like they don't even form a song. They're just bits that I would read off when I'm singing in the studio. So I had to put all that lot together. I tried doing that dictaphone note thing where you say the words and it writes them down in notes. But I must be, inaudible because that was just one long sentence that just was basically Greek. And I've got no connection to Greece. Been there though. So I'm currently battling through getting the CDs done next as a priority. And next on my list, Top of the list was release date. Now we're 2 months in and I still haven't announced that. There is a video coming. We have had that made, like a teaser to excite everybody with. Next was CDs. Well, I haven't done them. That was like second on the list. Vinyls was third, and I've taken care of that. Although I still haven't submitted the artwork because I keep thinking that I've missed something. But the artwork can be done later. Supports we've done, took care of that. And now, not in any order, but like now we've announced all these dates, and I've got to try and make sure I promote the dates as much as I can. So there'll be lots of competitions where you can win shit. I don't mean like a fucking band t-shirt, because actually that's not even on my list. Merch. So there's no merch to be won. So I can't give that away, but I do have an idea. Because like we're playing places like Nottingham and stuff that I've never been with the Hooligans. So I want to try and get as many people in as I can. You know, and we have the Spangles with us, which is just rad. So, and then we're on to Mogfest. But all these shows I'm going to do a separate thing on to try and build some momentum. So for the tour, like we got to do Cambridge Rock Festival, Hard Rock Hell, and Crazy Cowboy event. I mean, that's some dotting around, man. And I need to take us and the equipment. So we normally use Jack Beachy Smith to drive us around. We use him in Love Hate. I used him in Warrior Soul before the meltdown. Not by him. But he's not available. But I can potentially use his bus. So that's good. But you still got to fuel the fucker. And then when you go to these places, it's like, where do you stay? So, you know, and obviously things being a lot tighter with venues, like I don't want to go out and start fleecing venues tons of money because they literally haven't had any. So I'm more than happy to play for fuck all. Really, that's the root of it. I mean, no one's got anything. You know, it's not like mining for gold where you can potentially keep going and going, eventually you get something. This is just everyone's fucked, and I got a record to promote, and I want to try and get as far as I can with it. And you know, if I take the hit for that, that's fine. Buck stops with me. But you know, I've still got to find places for us to sleep, which isn't actually on the list either. Oh fuck, hotels. Well, I've cracked one from the Melbourne Rock Club to Sheffield. We're just going to drive through the night, and the fuckers can sleep in the bus. So that's, you know, and I'm not going to expose too much of my plan here because the rest of the hooligans may piss off. But you see, I got to find that, because for the second run, I've got stuff sorted for the second run. Of Newcastle, Bradford, and Bannerman and Edinburgh, Bannerman's with Circa 66. I've got that stuff down, pretty much. There's a brilliant, actually for any other bands watching this, there's a brilliant YHA down the road from Newcastle that does big band rooms, and I'm not full bands, but they do big rooms for, you know, it's perfect for a band. They got a great bar and food there. So we'll be going there, and then we've got to find somewhere in Bradford. I've stayed in Bradford a few times, and I think at one point I was in danger of being sold. You know, but it would have been a free room for the night. So far, release date, cross. CDs, cross. Vinyl supports, tick. Transport, that's sort of half tick, half cross. Hotels, half tick, half cross. I'm also, obviously, we are bringing out a video for Major League Son of a Bitch, which actually tells a brilliant story. Jizzy Pearl, obviously, you know, Mein Führer. I shouldn't have done that. I'm so sorry. Well, to edit that out or not. Oh, well, I didn't mean it. He is obviously appearing in that on that song, as you may or may not know. We've done a brilliant animation video for it, which is really great, actually. And it's a tip of the cap, I guess, to the man himself, but just about any other gnarly motherfucker that I've played with from that or know from that era. It's just great. Major League Son of a Bitch. Which is actually from The Toast of London. A line from that, if there are any keen fans here. So the video's underway. Ashley Miles at Hot Frog, he's doing that. He's done Phil Campbell's videos. So that's coming up. You know, I can't do any more to that. You know, I heard it took him 4 hours to shade in my brow. If you've got a big brow and you go in the sun, you end up looking like a fucking idiot, because it's like a visor. So like I said, we're going to promote all the events and have some fun stuff come up. And merch, as soon as Andrew Porter Design, by the way, as soon as Andrew Porter is finished with the CD artwork, we'll be moving on to merch. Now, there's T-shirts and there's coasters, baseball T-shirts, but I see all these bands now having. I saw Massive Wagons have footballs, and beach towels and shit. And like, where do you get this? Can anyone tell me where you get this from? Not that I'm going to use that, but like, what's a good place to use? I've used Awesome merch before, and Porter sorts me out with a T-shirt guy. But what's good merch? What do people actually want? You know, from if you go to a merch stand. I mean, I know if I go and watch the bands I like, most of them are dead. But you know, a T-shirt. I like a baseball T-shirt. I like a T-shirt with arms. This is just worn out. But yeah, you know, I don't know if I'd get into buying tat. You know, you can go to a beachside shop to buy tat. It's I don't know. So let me know your thoughts on what merch we should get. Reasonably priced. Let's not a fucking Fabergé egg with, I don't know, diamonds on it or something. Or actually, when we're in the Black Bullets, I think Rob or someone inquired as to having there's a dildo or a vibrator called a Black Bullet. So I remember Rob inquiring as to how many 200 of those would cost. You know, there are no boundaries to this. Anyway, look, that's what's going on in the Hooligans. As you know, we've been announced for Hard Rock Hell 2, Sleaze, as well, which is great. It's really good for us. Never played there. Played there 5 times. Once with Falling Red, once with Warrior Soul, and the other 3 times with Jizzy at the various ones. So actually, and we'll be back with Love 8 for sure. But you know, to be able to play, you know, Hard Rock Hell with my own music is really, really quite encouraging. You know, and we will be performing. We fucking watch out. That's a guarantee. So look, that's where I'm at. I haven't figured out much. This is just how hard it is, because you know it's like, what the fuck, what timelines, people to you know. I know one guy that runs his band with a Gantt chart. Like, I am no mathematician. Like, how do you? I don't know. But look, thanks for tuning in and keeping up with us. I hope you're all well, and look, I'll be look out this week for the next video teaser. Ooh.